Hi, my name is Vida from Therapy by Vida. I am a state licensed psychotherapist. I've been practicing in California for the last 18 years in private practice. I love what I do and I want to bring therapy to as many people as I can. Today we are going to talk about anxiety and what it is. Everyone has anxiety. I'm going to simplify this for you. Anxiety is an automatic nervous system response. Basically, there's two types of responses, a sympathetic and a parasympathetic. So what is anxiety? Anxiety is actually a good thing, and people think it's bad. It's good because it keeps us safe, it could motivate us, but when does it become a problem? When it's chronic. Anxiety is a nervous system response. I'm going to tell a quick story. Pretend you're a caveman, way back when, and you hear something behind you. We are going to automatically, as human beings, go into fight or flight mode. Now we know there's a freeze, but I'm just going to simplify it with fight and flight. We run. Right? There's an animal behind us or a perceived animal or a threat, and we run as fast as we can. So our nervous system gets completely jacked up and we run super fast. That is a sympathetic response, fight and flight. We are fleeing for our lives with this perceived threat. When it's done, we run into the cave. Our bodies go automatically back into a parasympathetic response. That's your rest, rejuvenation, digestion. So why am I telling the story? Our nervous systems have not changed one bit since we were cavemen at all. So how does that relate today? We have so much more to be stressed about. Right? We have bills, mortgages, rents, kids, jobs, car payments. All that is a chronic stress. Our bodies then go into what we therapists like to say, dis-ease. So disease, right? But it's actually a dis-ease of the body. So we, in modern times, have a hard time coming back down into the parasympathetic mode, the calm mode, right? Because we're driving, we're picking up, and we forget that we actually have to work on regulating our nervous systems. And that is the biggest thing that I teach my patients is really how to regulate that when it becomes uncomfortable. Because like I said, some anxiety is good for us. We just don't want it to be chronic and extreme, right? Mild to medium, and we can control it, I'm okay with that. It's when that crosses the line. And we kind of know that once we start working together, and noticing how stressed people really are. When I'm working with a patient that says, I have anxiety, yeah, I have no doubt, right? We all do. So one thing I love to ask my patients first is, how do you regulate your nervous system? How do you relax? What does self-care look like for you? What does time alone look like for you? Most people today go, I don't have any of that. Okay, step one, I want to dive deeper into that. So where I start is self-care. So step one is I would love to have a game plan. What does even 5 minutes look like alone, or walking, or having a cup of tea? So that's where we dive deeper into, is the self-care aspect of things. And we don't have to go crazy on this. I'm talking sometimes 5-10 minutes, becoming in a routine to do something nice for yourself. Some people love to take a shower or a bath at the end of the day. They don't have time. I encourage you, have the time. So the second thing that would really start targeting anxiety and anxiety symptoms is learning where it starts in our body. So what we know now is our body has a perceived threat. First, the brain perceives it. So it could be starting to fight with someone walks in the room you don't like, traffic, your boss is on your back, right? You come home, you're fighting with family. Body goes into that fight and flight mode. I would want to know where in the body you feel it. This is so important to start learning where you feel your anxiety, because that way we can actually control it. So when I ask my patients for the first, second meeting, where do you feel it in your body, right? Brain's already in fight and flight. So where do you feel it? Most people will say, I have no idea. Well, okay, step one, that's where I want to focus on, because the brain will always have a perceived threat. We want that nervous system to stay focused and to stay calm when there's a perceived threat. And we can do that if we have body awareness. So this is where I like to start doing what's called body scans. In somatic therapy, we really want to know more about our bodies. We all feel anxiety different. A lot of people will feel it in the stomach, right? That tightness. Jaw is very common as well. Shoulders, right? This is very common, right? We do that. So I like to say, let's do a body scan in the session. So what does that look like? We really start focusing on the top of the head and just noticing, are my eyebrows crunched up, right, when I'm stressed, or even right now in therapy? Oh, yeah, they were. Okay. Are my eyes really focused? Am I squinting? Woof. Let me relax those. Jaw might be really tight. Let me open that a little bit. Oh, I didn't notice I was sitting like this. Okay, let me push them down. Stomach was feeling tight. Let me relax that. So when we start noticing where in the body we have an automatic nervous system response, we can actually notice it right away. So it's a practice. So the second step for this is also noticing throughout the day how your body feels. So I tell my patients, set an alarm, nothing that rings, maybe a gentle vibration. I don't want to stir up that nervous system. And really check in with your body. So you can do this at the grocery store, you can do this in a meeting, you can do this watching TV with the kids. This doesn't have to be some big to-do, because I'm a very practical therapist. We're all busy and I want to be able to help you within those busy times. I say if you can do an alarm every hour, again, a light buzzing, and do a check-in. And do where you feel tension usually, right? So, oh, I notice a lot of the time my jaw like hurts. Okay, that's gonna be one of my check-ins. I'm gonna notice my eyes. I'm gonna sit here and do it right now. I'm gonna notice if my eyes feel tense, my jaw is feeling a little tense. I'm gonna notice that. I'm gonna put my shoulders down. Yeah, they were a little high. And my stomach was feeling a little tight. I want you to do this every hour or every 2 hours if it feels overwhelming for you. And just notice, and then jot it down maybe, right? You're gonna notice in real time where you're feeling anxiety and tension. Once you notice the tension, again, I just want a quick shift of it, right? Noticing is actually the most important part. If there's anything you get from this video, it's noticing where in the body you hold anxiety, because we can shift it then. Absolutely. So we went over body scanning. So if you were seeing a therapist, I would want to know, again, jotting down notes or even remembering it, because it actually, you will start noticing it in 1, 2, 3 spots of your body. Some people have even told me they felt their tongues get tight. So This is a huge step in controlling anxiety, humongous. So from there, we would start working on relaxation exercises, self-care, and really keep diving into those somatic responses of fight and flight. I do different techniques that actually all kind of work with each other. Body techniques ranging from meditation, and again, I'm a realist therapist. You do not have to be sitting on a hill for hours a day. I teach meditation to busy people, and they are able to start doing it even if they've never done it before. So in the next couple videos, I'd actually like to touch on those, and just to give you some information on simple ways to do this, because it can feel overwhelming at first. I like to do things simple so we can incorporate it in our everyday lives. If you want to learn any more about how to simply meditate and do more body scanning and do progressive muscle relaxation, check out the other videos I have, and we're going to go a little more in depth there. But I hope this video was helpful. This is one of the best ways that you can use for the rest of your life, how to control, handle anxiety. And I hope it was useful for you, and look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks a lot.